Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Ditto. Here.
I think we've got it all. Have we got it all?
I'm Kara Lily Hayworth and I play Maggie May.
And I'm James Darch and I'm going to be playing Pat Casey.
We're rehearsing in Rains Park at the moment and we are opening Maggie May at the Finborough Theatre in Earls Court in a couple of weeks.
Maggie May, working class story set on the docks in Liverpool. The story of Maggie May.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially a lovely,
rousing love story. I fell in love with him when I was a child, basically, and he goes off to work at sea and then comes back. It's about our sort of rekindling of our relationship and also with all the surrounding stuff about the dockers and the unions and all the strikes and everything. And it's a real sort of working class story.
It's based on so many true stories and anecdotes that did happen on dockyards in the 50s and 60s.
It's written by Lionel Bart, who wrote Oliver and Things Ain't What They Used to Be. He was sort of the first musical theatre writer to put working class stories on stage.
I think Andrew Lloyd Webber calls him the godfather of British musical theatre.
The tunes that he comes up with, they're fantastic and they stick with you almost straight away. You can really hear the influences from the time. It's got sort of bits that sound a bit like Oliver, that kind of rousing stuff.
Sea shanties that he sings sort of part way through, and then sort of there's lots of, would you say tango, sort of the South American tango kind of feel. And
there's a song called the Union Cha-Cha.
Yeah, there you go.
And then it's got proper like little rock and roll moments that get in there. It's
Lionel Bart,
brilliant.
Actually, he wrote a lot of pop stuff as well.
What was it? He wrote Living Doll.
Cliff Richard, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, a few of them.
Shirley Bassey and Judy Garland did versions of the songs. So I think they were quite well known.
It's amazing they're not more well known because it did really well for its time when it was in the West End.
Yeah,
it
this
did
is the first time it's been done in 55 years.
So we've got a few different accents. We've got some Welsh, Irish, Liverpudlian.
Mainly a Liverpudlian story.
Which you're fantastic at, as it is, because.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've been doing a Scouse accent for about a year and a half, so hopefully I've got no excuses anymore after playing Scylla. Yours is pretty good.
I try. My best mate's Liverpudlian, so I just get him to speak into my phone. It's actually really lovely being and doing something at the Finborough.
It's quite sort of exposing, isn't it? Like, we're not mic'd or anything like that. You're going to feel so close to the audience, which is great, but also slightly terrifying.
I think both of us have been very lucky that we've got to play big theatres. It's almost okay playing to 2,000 people because there's lots of lights on you and you've got a big orchestra pit in front of you and you've got pieces of set that you can sort of hide behind. There's nowhere to hide here. And it's so nice to come and do something and strip it back, and it's about the people on the stage and bringing a show that is massive. It was huge. The orchestra was huge. The cast was huge. These are big numbers. Discovering that you can still put that in a little space.
13. 13.
So we
Just checking. Yeah, 13. They're absolutely amazing, all of them. They're so brilliant and bring like an amazing energy into the room, especially all the lads. There's a big group of lads that play sort of like the mates in the dockyard, and they're all just wonderful. I just sit there just watching them. They're brilliant, and everyone's so lovely. It's really nice. Really good bunch. Really good bunch. He's all right.
She's all right.
Terrible.
Hell, absolutely
awful.
Yeah,
He's
can't wait till
a
it's
nightmare.
Over. Ugly as well. Really
Hideous.
hard to fall in love with.
Really, I mean.
No, it has been lovely since day one.
I wondered who was going to change it, or it's going to end there.
No, it's been absolutely fantastic since day one. It's just been so easy to do scenes, and because you're going into very intimate scenes with someone that you've never met before in your life.
He's a bit dreamy. I mean, come on.
I was like,
how do you answer
words,
that? Like, thanks.
She makes doing scenes very, very easy. Just sort of makes me a better actor straight away, which is a really lovely.
Well, that's a very nice thing to say. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's true.
No, thanks. We've got the most wonderful MD in Henry Brennan, who also did Twang, which was written by Lionel Bart at the Union, I think, and. He's brilliant and very patient with all of us.
Very patient.
Very patient.
James, can you not slide up to that? James, can you not slide up to that? James, can you not slide up to that?
You mean you don't take notes first time?
We're there now. No, we've got Sam Spencer Lane who's choreographing. Who's if you read her CV, it just goes on for absolutely years.
Wonderful.
She's fantastic, and also the nicest woman that you'll ever work with. She's fantastic.
And she's got me dancing, which is kind of a we should celebrate that. And our lovely director Matthew Iliff, and he's wanted to do this show since he was 16 years old, and is so passionate about the show and about the writing and about the music, and it's an absolute pleasure to work with someone that so wants to do it and wants to make it wonderful, and it's an absolute pleasure working with him. It does feel fresh in a way, because the music, I hadn't heard any of the music before, and I think it was a production that, because it hasn't been done for so long, people don't really know about it. It's not everybody knows Oliver, everyone knows all the songs in Oliver, and this kind of got a little bit forgotten about. So I hope that it is fresh for people when they come, because the music's so wonderful.
I think we've been pretty faithful to the original. I mean, obviously we're coming at it in 2019 with 2019 views and opinions and our knowledge on life, but I think the story still stands.
It's still about the working classes, pay and getting what you deserve pay wise, and working conditions and all those things, which is still relevant. It kind of does weirdly parallel Scylla in a way, because it's kind of a working class story set in the 60s, and it does kind of feel like it's the same world, and Scylla's dad was a docker and all of that sort of stuff, so it's kind of got a strange through line.
Yeah, I think exactly that about cats. It's just exactly the same.
Exactly
you claw on the floor, you're sniffing people's
Yeah.
bums. Yeah, it's we start previews on the 27th of March, officially open on the 29th. Saturday and Sunday matinees.
It's Sunday. You said it in a Scouse accent there.
Did I? There you go.
Sunday, Saturday and Sunday.
Right through until the 20th of April. Yeah, so we are actually going to be performing on the 20th anniversary of Lionel Bart's death. This is a really nice way to remember him and celebrate the work he did do, because he did some incredible work.
I think people will really enjoy it and get behind it. I mean, it's sad as well, but it's got some really like joyous moments and really beautiful big numbers that get everybody going.
That's what hopefully you should go away with as much as it is this working class sad story. It's sort of the joy within that, and these people getting together, and the community, the sense of community,
the power of
and the joy that
community,
comes from that. And it is those things like getting in a pub and having a sing-song.
Tickets are from £18, so bargain. But apparently the first week is pretty much sold out, so book now. Book now. Book now. Book now.
Book now. That's going to go in, you know. That's going to be
in.
My favourite song so far, and it might just be the way she sings it, but it's The Land of Promises. It's just beautiful.
Mine is the one that you sing.
What's that one? You don't even know what it is, though. Come on, tell me.
I'm me.
I'm me.
See, I do know.
It's drama.
He sings it beautifully.
The earth, the sky. at home.